Professor Durga Rao, who's an expert in the field of marine geology, who's teaching in the University of King Abdulaziz in Jeddah, he was asked to give his comments on a verse of the Holy Quran from Surah Nur, chapter 24, verse number 40, which says that the state of the unbeliever is like the depths of darkness in a vast, deep ocean, overwhelmed with waves topped with waves, topped with dark clouds. The depths of darkness, one layered over the other. When a man stretches out his hand, he can hardly see it. Allah gives light to who he wishes. If he does not give light, you cannot see. Professor Durga Rao, he said that this verse of the Holy Quran is not speaking about a normal sea. It's speaking about a deep sea. And today, only with the help of things like submarine, we have come to know the depths of the ocean is dark. Previously, we did not know that, because a man cannot go unaided more than 20 to 30 meters underwater. And if he goes more than 200 meters unaided, he dies. It's today we have come to know, by the instruments that we have, that the depths of ocean is dark. And he said, this darkness is due to two phenomena. First is due to successive absorption of the color in layers. As we all know, the light has got 7 colors. And we learned in school, for remembering easy, Vibgyor, the colors of the rainbow, Vibgyor. V for violet, I for indigo, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, red, R for red. Vibgyor, 7 colors. Professor Durga Rao said that when the light enters the ocean, by the first 15 to 20 meters, the red color is absorbed. And if a man goes underwater about 30 meters deep, and if he bleeds, if he has a wound, he will not be able to see his own blood, because red color does not reach there. Later on, 30 to 50 meter absorbs orange. Yellow is absorbed by next 50 to 100 meters. Green by 100 to 200 meters. And blue beyond 200 meters. And violet and indigo much above 200 meters. Therefore, the layers of darkness between the ocean is due to the absorption of light in successive layers. The second reason for these layers, Professor Durga Rao said, is due to barriers, like the clouds. When the sunlight hits the cloud absorbs the light. Therefore, there is darkness below the cloud. Then the light is scattered. After getting scattered, it hits at the superficial waves of the ocean. This is the second barrier. The waves reflect the light further, the superficial waves of the ocean. Those light rays which are not reflected, they enter the ocean. Therefore, you have two types of layers in the ocean, the superficial layer and the deep layer. The superficial layer is warm and lit up. The deep layers, they are dark. And this superficial and deep layer of the ocean, it is divided by internal waves. We human beings did not know that even there were internal waves. We only knew of superficial waves. It was only in 1900 that we have come to know that there are even waves deep in the water. They are known as internal waves, which divide the superficial part of the ocean and the deep part of the ocean. Imagine, the Quran mentions that. The unbeliever's state is like the depth of darkness in a vast, deep ocean, overwhelmed with waves topped with waves. That means deep waves are there, internal waves are there, topped with superficial waves. And it further continues, topped with dark clouds. The clouds are the barriers. And even the clouds are in layers. And when a man stretches out his hand, he can hardly see it. Only if Allah gives light can they see. Even the fish that swim in the deep part of the ocean, they cannot see unless they have their own light with them. They have their own light with them. Even the submarine that goes underwater, it carries its own light, otherwise they cannot see underwater. So when Prophet Durga Rao was asked, how come this is mentioned in the Quran 14 years ago? He said, it's impossible for any human being to mention this verse. This Quran has to be a divine revelation.